switching tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on this, the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing, ding-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often, more than just a little happy.
They'll come out in the pistol. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On third down, Griffin. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is
the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
To throw is RG3. And McDonald here over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Griffin. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Griffin, and this is going to be incomplete. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And the 49ers are going to get a first. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. What a spin. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there, so explosive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Griffin. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd and 10 now, Griffin. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and 2, now Griffin. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Torrey Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter. A game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would In the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys. We're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Griffin on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Griffin to throw. And that's caught by Smith. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over the middle to Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down 49ers. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And now it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On third down, Griffin. And he finds McDonald. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On second down, Hyde. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Hyde. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now Griffin. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make this a second down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Griffin. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Well, we looked at each other right when he flipped. Oh, no, he lost the football. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And got his man complete. A pickup there of 36. And the 49ers are going to get a first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. He's back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here.
All right, man. Every day is an opportunity to get better. We got to get better today. I want to know what coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me.
Hello, everybody.
And a first carry now for Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decided to take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Griffin on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Griffin. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Griffin. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his third. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll give to Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Griffin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Griffin. And Wilson has it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, Griffin. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. To throw is RG3. And incomplete here on third down. San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Griffin. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for a nap.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down 49ers. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Griffin on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here. Well, we're going to... Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Griffin. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing throwing now. Griffin on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And look at the numbers. A repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him. He's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator's doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
One receiver left, two to the right. From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
From the 4, it's second and goal. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
On third and goal, here's Griffin. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
To throw is RG3. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The lone man in the backfield. Third and long. It's Griffin. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And it'll be fourth down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's Griffin. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Griffin on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A Tim carry for Hyde, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Griffin. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now it's Griffin, and Wilson has it. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Whoosh. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch. Well, no doubt an electrifying...
Says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that. About to get done. It's just something about a good old flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. For once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Go and get money from head to toe, clean it off. Living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's a good Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's a good Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Everybody get Thursday. Listen, about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get
finished.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The work this fella did through the air last week is the main reason they come into this game off a win. If not spectacular, it was a very steady performance for him and one he'll be looking to build on in this matchup. It's the Bears going up against the 49'ers. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. From the shotgun, Griffin. And he connects with Vance McDonald. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down after a good gain.
Still second down.
Fresh set of downs here. On first down, Griffin. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. On third down, Griffin. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. On third and goal, here's Griffin. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Torrey Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are... Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One receiver left, two to the right. He'll throw on first down with Griffin. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. On second down, Griffin. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now it's Griffin. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big 30-yard play on third.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10, once again, Griffin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald with his second touchdown of the game and fifth. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw is RG3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest, when he's playing like this, it creates... Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Once again, Griffin. Incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Griffin. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they still throw it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Griffin. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Torrey Smith with his 2nd touchdown. field now. Here come the 49ers. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Griffin. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Griffin's going to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. San Francisco gets set to go here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin, escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Griffin going to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is...
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapid to being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically right, and vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence, now, presence, come out.
Don't you ever get tired and feel like